Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for the monthly card readings for each sign. If you enjoy these free readings, you can show your support by donating or purchasing some of my many wares. If you can't afford to purchase anything, you can still show your support by subscribing, thumbs-upping, sharing, or take a second to click on one of the ads. Thank you in advance for your continued support, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Now on to the reading. Hello Taurus, and welcome to your May of 2016 Taroscope with Animal Totem card. I'm going to be using my new Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation for the tarot spread. And then we will pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards for your animal totem for the month. Before we get going, here's what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes and think of a color. Just whatever color pops into your mind. And just hang on to it and remember it, okay? There was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, from now on, too, I'm always going to, for the time being, I'm going to try putting thumbnails. So that way you just know it's me. If you see that cartoon face, then you know it's me, okay? Because there was some confusion. So this way, there's not going to be any confusion. Okay, what is going on for Taurus in May? Do I have more than one there? May of 2016. Taurus. Well, there you are. What is going on for Taurus in May of 2016? Ooh. Taurus. May. Well, that's nice. May 2016 for Taurus. I'm having a hard time just grabbing one card. Here's one. Taurus. This one more wants to come out. Okay, let's have a look here. Just make sure everything's on track. Now, whatever color you picked, look at that color and find it in the cards. And I'll be holding up the cards so you can see them better, but you can freeze frame it. And look at the words that it says, the color says, you know, that you picked. And also, if it looks like it says some, don't be too, oh, I can't see exactly what it says. Just look at it real quick, and because sometimes it's going to look like another word. And that's also, you know, Spirit's kind of speaking to you that way. Okay, well, you know, it is your solar return. I tell everybody this every month. You know, when you have your birthday, this is your solar return. So this is the time. This is your new year. Forget about January 1st. This is your new year. This is the time to do all your manifestations. And I feel like you should do manifestations rather than resolutions, you know. Don't talk about what you don't want to do. Talk about what you do want to do. You know, that's always better. And besides that, there is going to be this awesome new moon on the 6th in your sign, and there's a grand trine on Earth. So this, even if your birthday was passed in April, or if it's, you know, not even around the 6th is a great time for you to do your manifestation for the entire year. May 6th is going to be that Taurus new moon. You get a new moon and a full moon every year. So this is your only new moon of 2016. So it's a time for new beginnings. Here you are. You know, you are in the upright position. And I want you guys to look at these cards and freeze frame it and look at it and see what letters, you know, if words look different to you, even if it's not the color you picked. You know, look at it, let it kind of roll into your subconscious mind. You know, you're looking at the Tower, though. You're in the upright position. This is the Earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And it's probably you. It's right in the middle of the spread, and, you know, you're the Earth sign person. For some people, it might be another Earth sign person that you're dealing with, but I really feel like strong like this is you. You're looking at the Tower. You know, and the Tower, of course, is not a great card. Disaster, upheaval, you know, chaos. I don't know if I put chaos on there, but that's definitely a word that's, yeah, I do have chaos on there, associated with the Tower. But to me, I feel like you're just kind of looking at it like, boy, did I dodge a bullet. Boy, did I got lucky. You know, because it feels to me, doesn't it look to me that he's just kind of standing back. It almost feels like he's standing back across the shore too for some reason. That's the weirdest part. Like almost if you're like New York or New Jersey or something. Like he's over in Jersey looking over and saying, boy, I really dodged a bullet on that one. I'm glad I didn't take... It feels like I'm glad I didn't take that job. Or because it feels like here too, like I feel like maybe you didn't get the job or you didn't get the opportunity. And look at this card just as it is. Let those letters look weird upside down and look like other things. Let it roll into your mind. This is an interactive psychic reading. You guys are part of it. You're picking the colors. You're looking, letting things change. You know, I want you guys to start working on it yourself. That's always the best. You know, and that's how you can get a personal message just for you too out of this reading. Okay, so but Ace of Swords in reverse is like, yeah, it wasn't victorious. Didn't happen. Didn't work out. But then you're looking over it and you're seeing that it was a tower anyway, and also the fact that you're in the upright position. So it feels like you were unscathed by this. Like this, I just keep wanting to say you dodged a bullet. You feel like, wow, I really dodged a bullet. Let's go up here before I get down here. I'm really drawn to this, and I'm really drawn to the Empress. This is where I want to focus, but I don't want to overlook these cards. You know, you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, when it shows with the Empress in the same spread, for a lot of people, somebody's going to turn up pregnant. Because a lot of times this is the spirit of an unborn child, and when it shows in the same spread, or especially if it's like right next to the Empress, it can mean, you know, pregnancy. Somebody's going to turn up pregnant, or it's a baby or a child. For some people, it might be a child that passed on. It can be that. It can be a child that passed on, because it's a spirit of a child that's discarnate, that's not in the body. Either because they're not born yet, or maybe they've passed over. But it's a good thing. It's a very positive, loving, gentle, sweet vibration. There's nothing bad. It's not like, it's nothing to worry about in any way. It's a loving, good energy. And then you have with the Eight of Rods that messages are coming. News is coming. Things are moving fast, you know. And I always look at what it points at, and it points over here to the Page of Swords in reverse. And again, look at it upside down. Look at those letters. Don't try to flip it and read it right side up. Just look at it. Because it's going to look different that way too. Okay, I thought that just said whoa. W-O. Whoa. Isn't that the Fonz? Did he say whoa? But Page of Swords in reverse, that is, news is coming. That's probably not the news you wanted to hear. That's usually what it means. I wouldn't be surprised, because this could be air astrologically. When we had that Libra eclipse, what was that, last month, I believe? We had that Libra eclipse. Maybe some of you got some news on that Libra eclipse that was not favorable. That maybe, you know, that could be what this Ace of Swords in reverse is about. It's just like, no, it didn't work out. Here it was. It was March, actually back in March of 23rd. So this could have been all the way back then for some people. Could have been that March 23rd Libra eclipse. Maybe something was eclipsed out of your life where you didn't get the opportunity that you were hoping for. And now you're saying, wow, if I would have went with that company, they're folding now anyway. I'd be out of a job again. And I feel like I want to tell you that you're just in so much of a better place now. That wasn't your path anyway. So it's nothing to really worry about. You know, this Empress showing up down here with that Four of Rods, that's some nice energy, boy. This is all about love, being content, home and family. Somebody could be getting married and starting a family. Some of you may be, you know, getting into a relationship. Like maybe you're going to start living together. Or maybe you're thinking about, you know, you're planning to get married. Or you're going to live together. Or if you're already together, sometimes this is you're going to move. If you're planning on moving, that could happen. You could get a new house or be in a new environment. Sometimes it's an office environment. Usually it's your home environment. So being in this new environment, and it's always real happy, and it's a card of community, happiness, joy, and the Empress, besides being pregnancy and all that stuff, it is a card of just being really content. The Empress, oh, the dog's gonna start. No, buddy, come here, come here. The Empress, sorry about that. I got him. The other dog was barking. A different other dog. We got a home. We got a whole pack on this block anymore, huh? Okay, you stay here, good boy. But back to the Empress. Sorry about that. She's content. She's settled. She's abundant. But the other thing is, if you're falling in love, if this is about falling in love, this is this is how you appear to your partner. Your partner thinks you are beautiful. And the Empress is not a skinny girl. She's a curvy girl. You know? And a lot of times Empress will also talk about body issues, you know. And it's about like loving your body image, or, you know, and your partner thinks you're beautiful just the way you are. It's about like not being critical, of accepting yourself and loving your body and loving yourself. Because the Empress loves herself, totally, you know. She knows she's beautiful. And she's not worried, you know, not overcritical of herself. Again, this stuff down here talks about some missed opportunity again. But see how it looks over here? Like I just feel like whatever this thing was, it was all for your highest good. Because here you are sitting pretty like the Empress now, you know. And it looked like moth. I thought that said moth, and I wanted to say it's a moth to the flame. So your lover is drawn to you like the moth to the flame. You know? And if you're in a long-term relationship, maybe things are just kind of heating up and you guys are just really in a real, you know, you're riding a nice wave of love and harmony, you know. It doesn't have to be a new person. Because actually there's nobody showing up here as a specific person. So it could just be a lot of things. And, you know, if you're not in a relationship, it could have to do with, if you have kids, it could be like, you know, you and your kids or your family. You know, your home and family life is just real positive, right? So again, it may not have been cool the way this stuff went down. Whatever you lost out on here, it might have not been fair. It might have turned, you know, it might have seemed at the time like, wow, I'm really getting screwed here or something, you know. But everything happens in good time, and there's always, you know, and it's gonna, you'll see, I think you'll be able to see this month, either you should really be there with the Empress, you should be living it, but even if you're not all the way living it yet, you should be able to see that, wow, I'm in such a much better place right now. But this, if I would have went down that road, all this, and this would have happened, and I would never ended up here where I am. And it may be, maybe it's not just this March 23rd eclipse. Maybe this is something, could have been, who knows, you know. But it's always about like honoring where you're at now, and, you know, being the best you can be right now, and accepting who you are right now, and loving who you are right now, and being abundant in where you are right now. And it's so apropos as to the timing too, because this new moon and your solar return, this is a time of really, this is your power time. You're empowered every year around this time. You can do powerful manifestations and good things. The last thing we had is the, oops, I thought I knocked something down. I hope you can't hear him slipping in the water dish too behind me. I know you Tauruses are animal lovers, so hopefully you don't mind it. But back to this. Hangman in reverse. Okay, and look at it in reverse. Look at the way the letters look weird. But this is a time of coming back out of, it's like after the healing. You know, when it's upright, it's like we need to pause, heal, reflect, you know, regroup. So now it's like the regrouping is done and you emerge, you know, as the butterfly. You know, that's what I want to say about this, the Empress too. It totally reminds me of a butterfly. It'd be crazy if you guys got butterfly for your card, wouldn't it? But speaking of that, let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the cards, to the Beastmistress Animal Oracle cards for your animal totem for the month, and we'll tie that into the reading as well. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hey everyone, before we get to the animal totem, I want to make a few quick announcements. If you're learning how to read tarot from watching these videos, you can pick up my book, Tarot in the Modern World. It's very inexpensive and easy to understand. It's available on Amazon. You can find the link above and below and up in the eye. This deck, Tarot in the Modern World, is available from the Game Crafter as well as the Animal Totem. I started doing these coloring books, these adult coloring books. I have the Animal Totem coloring book, which has all sorts of places for notes, and it even has the definitions from the animal totem deck in there. And you can make notes of your own and journal. I did an astrology one, which is chock full of information, additional information, the signs, and it has the constellation and all the symbols in it, and you can learn a little astrology while having some fun coloring. It also has a notes section in the back as well, a couple pages of notes. And then probably my favorite is the rock art coloring book. It's affirmations that are said over and over again, which help you to program your subconscious mind. And as you're coloring, there's a place right on the same page to put some notes. And there's lots of cool ones, and it's a pretty detailed coloring book. And then there's also, as we get to all the way to the back, there is a just words. This last one's really detailed. You know, some of them are pretty detailed. And it's I am beautiful, etc., etc. I allow love into my life, etc., etc. I invite integrity, etc., etc. I believe in myself, etc., etc. And then after that, there's some pages for you to continue on your own. Like use this as a jumping off point. I am, fill in your own words. I allow, I invite, I believe. And then there's just blank pages to write anything. And you can just doodle in there, or you can write sentences out. But actually writing stuff out really does help manifest and things and bring about change in your life. Also wanted to announce that the soul readings are back. You can find that on the Eye in the Sky. This is a deep reading. This is I look at your chart. It's a psychic reading of your chart. It has a lot to do with past lives and what you're doing here on Earth and why you're here. It's pretty deep. It's not superficial at all. So if those of you that want to take it to the next level and are looking for something a little deeper, it's a private video that I'll shoot while I write on the tablet on your chart, and then I send you the video. It's good forever, and I send you the JPEG of everything that I wrote. So check some of that stuff out. And without further ado, back to the animal totem reading. Okay, Taurus, here we go. What is going to be the animal totem? I was going to say animal Taurus card. The animal totem card for Taurus for May of 2016. Dragonfly. Almost like a butterfly, but maybe even cooler, huh? Freeze frame it. I'm not going to go edit these pictures in, so you guys just have to freeze frame it and take a look at it. As with any of these cards that you want to study more closely, and I recommend that you do. Okay? Here we go. This is what I wrote initially. Inhabiting two worlds at once, air and water, day and night. Multidimensional travelers bring healing and light. Protectors of the realm, lifting the veil of consciousness. Yeah, this is when dragonflies show up, this is a card of major healing, which I don't know if I mentioned that, but the Empress is totally a card of healing too. Big time. So healing is physical. Yeah, it could be a physical healing, but it could be emotional and mental. There's many ways of healing and becoming this rounded out, being like the Empress. But there's something really magical about dragonflies, and also they're connected to the fairy realm very strongly. And you Tauruses, being earth signs, you're outside a lot and connected to the earth and the plants and the gardens and stuff. So even if you don't feel like you're the fairy realm, or you're really that in touch with it, just by being out in nature and just by grounding in the earth and being around plants and nature, which I know that most Tauruses do enjoy, that you are connecting with the fairy realm. And there is magic, and it's the fairy realm and the Devic realm, and there's all sorts of nature spirits at work. And I want to say that that's going to really be also prevalent this month, and it's also going to be really helpful for you this month. Well, at all times, being grounded and getting into nature is always going to be therapeutic and good for a Taurus, but I feel like this month even more so. So again, here it is. It's your birthday, and that new moon, this is your power time. So make good use of it. Be in gratitude of what you do have, and flourish. It's a time to flourish and create future flourishing. Manifest your future. Take this as a starting point and bloom and flourish even more until the next year of 2017 when you have your next new moon and solar return. Okay, Tauruses, so thank you so much for everything you do for the channel, liking, sharing the videos and books and everything you guys do. I appreciate it so much, especially donations. A couple bucks is great. It all goes into the pot and helps me make these free videos. I really appreciate it. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great new moon, a great birthday, and I'll talk to you soon.